Good morning, my Facebook friends. Good morning, my Snapchat friends, YouTube, or whatever you're listening to me on. This is not financial advice, but I'm going to tell you what worked for me that made me financial free. So I want to talk to you today about being financial free in 2023. Before we get started on the first subject of this thing that I'm going to talk to you probably almost daily, first of all, if you haven't set your 401k, your 403b, your IRA, or anything like that, go ahead and set that now so when your first paycheck comes, it can take what you want to be out. Remember, I always tell you, try to match at least what they give you. That's free money that's going into your account. And if you can get to 15%, and if you already at 15%, increase that anyway by 1% or do the max and max yourself out. Like I tell you all the time, you can always automatically set it where it increases once every year, at least 1%. Like I said, your raise is normally going to be about 3% any raise, if not more. So let's get into this money saving thing. So let's talk about the first thing you can do to be financial free in 2023. You may not get all the way out of debt if you're there, but it will help you get better to what you are. So when 2024 starts around, you're almost there, or in 2023 that you are there. So it's certain ways, but I like to talk to you today about the snowball effect. See, if you ever go to a place where it's really cold and it snows, and some of y'all are at that place right now, if you take a snowball, you put it at the top hill, when it rolls, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So the snowball effect works the same way. You start with this big debt, but when you take that snowball and you start at the one that's the highest debt, that money gets bigger and bigger to lower that debt. So let's take, for instance, most people who has already bought a house earlier, their interest rate on the house is 2.7 or lower. So guess what? You don't really need to pay an extra debt. Now, let's say it just makes you feel good. You get comfortable. You say, hey, I want my house paid off. But if you have other debts that are higher in interest rate, 9%, 10%, for whatever it is, pay those off first and save that interest that you would have, and then put that, after you do that, onto your house. Now, there's different kind of interest. Some interests are calculated yearly, monthly, or even daily. So make sure that it's an interest that's calculated yearly, monthly, or yearly, or daily. Because if it's just one of those things where you're going to pay this amount back no matter what, it really doesn't make a difference. The snowball effect. The snowball effect is where you take the highest rate of interest that you have and you pay that off first to get it smaller, and then you could take that and put it on your house or whatever you want to. Here's the big thing. Once you pay those debts off, don't take that money and make another debt. Take that same money that you was doing and start putting it in a savings. Make you what we call an emergency fund. This fund will help you so that way when stuff happens, you don't have to finance this stuff. You can be your own bank. You take it out of your account, you give it to yourself, and you start taking that money that you would pay towards that bill, because now you had the cash. You'll take that money and you will say, okay, how would I pay myself back? I want to pay myself back in 12 months. It's good. You take that and divide it by 12 and you put that back into your account and be your own bank. The snowball effect works. I'm going to tell you other ways how to make that snowball effect work later. Sometimes you can get 0% credit cards at 21 months, 24 months of interest free. You can put some of that on there, but the biggest thing is you must pay that off in time. You know, I got friends that use credit cards because they give all this cash back, but they pay it off every month. That's another way to get what they call a little bit of income, but I don't want you to concentrate on that yet. We'll talk about that in the next few days. What I want you to concentrate on the snowball effect when it comes to money. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can Google it. It talks to you even more on how to do this. It's basically taking all your bills, including your house note if you have one, and saying which one is the highest interest rate. That highest interest rate is the one that you attack first. Then once that comes down and gets there, you take that same amount of money, you don't spend it, you take that money plus whatever you attacked with, and you attack the next bill. So on and so on and so on. Then when you get to your house, you can take so much of it and just stick on your house and every month, because when your house, you can save a lot of money, especially if you got a high interest rate if you just bought a house. If you didn't get a chance to take advantage of the historical low rates that we probably won't see in a long time from now, because 2.7 and 2% just doesn't happen every day. It's just the way it is. I know if you live long enough, you'll know what I mean. Again, the snowball effect. Look, I want you to be financial free in 2023. And if nothing else, better off where you was when you started 2023. I'll come to you again tomorrow about something else that has to do with saving money and getting yourself right. We got to make sure we get this mind right. See, we need a checkup from the neck up. I tell you all the time, who you give your money is who you give your power. See, you are built for greatness. You built for success. And you are also built to be debt free in 2023. See, this is how we get there, to be debt free in 2023 and be financial free, because financial freedom means I can go and do pretty much what I want to do. And that's where you want to be in your life. So let's get debt free in 2023 so we can be financial free in 2023. Have a blessed and wonderful day.